Hey y'all. I know y'all have seen this look before. It is Sunday morning. I'm in my studio trying to clean up some of the messes that I've made over the last like 24 to 48 hours with just kind of like doing face and all of that stuff. I'm planning on recording a self-care, like skincare video today. We're going to be doing some like facial, just lusciousness, and I'm trying to make sure I have like a clear space to do that stuff because I'm going to be using a few products and I'll need a place to set those up. But yeah, not much is going on. Definitely not even a like Sunday fun day. This is literally, you know, getting some things done that I would like to get done, or rather need to get done, in preparation for not kind of having excess time, you know, going into next week. But I also picked up some stuff yesterday from Ulta, which I'm gonna share in like the vlog for you. I thought about doing like a separate haul video, but what I think I'm gonna do is, because I have some stuff that I went to the store and bought, and then I placed an online order, which, girl, I was like wondering why I'm so close. Hold on, I think I have y'all zoomed in. No wonder. Okay, it is a little bit better. All right, yeah, much better, right? I was like, why are we so close? Like, why are we so up close and personal? Yeah, so I went to the store and bought some stuff yesterday, and then I ordered some more stuff this morning online. So the stuff that I bought yesterday, I'm gonna do kind of like a haul in this video, but then I'll do the part 2 as a separate just Ulta haul in general. I don't feel like recording a completely separate video for that right now. Plus, I figured it'll, you know, give some incentive for some of you guys to watch the vlogs. Like if you see the part 2 pop up, it's gonna be like, where's part 1? Watch the vlog, boo. You gotta watch the vlog. So that's what we're doing. In that, I will share some other things that I picked up from Chocolate Kinks and Curls. I thought about doing that as a part of my Black Friday haul, but it's definitely pre-Black Friday, so I'm like, that doesn't really fit into that description. But it's not a lot of products, but the exciting thing is there are going to be some giveaway products in there that I ordered, and I will do that giveaway once the channel hits its 200 subscriber kind of like milestone. It's been a little challenging to just kind of get out of this new channel like space and numbers, so I want to really start trying to work on driving like the subscribership, and would appreciate you guys helping out with that. So if you haven't already done so and you watched a few videos, girl, definitely hit the subscribe button down below. Share the videos with anybody that you think they'll be helpful for, or you know, share them like on your social media pages if you're active on social media like that. I will be taking and looking at those things too when I actually do the giveaway, but I'm excited to do the giveaway. I would like to do it sooner than later, but we gotta get the needle moving on the subscribership. So that is gonna come up in the 200 subscriber kind of like milestone, and then as we progress further, I think I'm going to do another one at 5. I thought about doing it like at every 250, so like 5, 750, and 1,000, and then obviously from that point forward, I'll do them probably every like 1,000, in addition to whatever I just decide to do at random. But help your sister out, help your girl out. We got to get to this 1,000 mark. My goal for 2022 is to get this channel monetized so that we can do more. So I want to get this community tab open. I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm worried about. Like, I want to be able to communicate with you guys like at public forum, and I can't do that like if I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So I want to get there 2022. That is one of the goals for the channel for 2022. I know I talked in a previous video about you know, what that looks like in terms of like content posting, creating, and that kind of stuff, and I'll probably have an update video coming up pretty soon on that. There are some things that I'm trying to kind of weigh out in terms of the direction I'm moving in, like personally, in my own like personal journey, and then, you know, on my YouTube journey. So I will talk about those things when I have a like solid plan in place. It's coming together, you know, just want to make sure that before I put that out into the atmosphere, that that's actually what's happening. But yeah, so I think this is probably the first time I've like literally said out loud and kind of asked, you know, I want the subscribership to be like organic for sure, but sometimes you got to ask for help, right? And you have to ask for help when you really need it. So I'm counting on y'all, especially the ones that, you know, do tune in kind of regularly. Help share the videos. Let's get the content out there. Let's get the subscribership up so that this channel can be of more benefit to you guys. You know, I fund all of these things through my own personal money. And, you know, I'm literally sharing the things that I like and I buy. You know, of course, I'm influenced just like everyone else. So I'm trying to buy stuff that I don't need all the time. But I kind of do it out of my own pocket. And I would really like for me to be able to leverage, you know, the funds from the channel to do that in the future. So I need your help. I need your help with that. But yeah, so let's get this vanity cleaned up. Oh, breakfast. Look at the badass cook, y'all. They cooked breakfast today. Oh, I'm coming outside. I'm gonna take a break then. He cooked breakfast today. Probably not at his own will, but yeah, why not? Can I sit in here? I'll recline, put my feet up. Oh, I have been. Well, before I get to that, oh, he's so sweet. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
He's such a good husband, y'all. But before I get to that, may I have a little ketchup, please? Just a tiny bit. Yeah, so I forgot what I was saying when I was like, before I get to that. Oh. Thank you. I'm like, sure I did. This looks good.
Which,
Thank you.
I forgot the cheese.
For the omelet? Mm-hmm. Can I have some feta? Yeah, so I was gonna cook breakfast and I was like, oh, so I'm about to get up and cook breakfast, right? He's like, you're gonna get up and cook breakfast, or you saying you want me to get up and cook breakfast? I said, well, I did not say you should get up and cook breakfast. I said, but by all means, if you want to cook breakfast, husband, please do so. So he ended up cooking breakfast, and I was like, that gave me an opportunity to take a break, because naturally I'm the one that does like most of the cooking, and sometimes your girl will be needing a break, you know. So, and I was saying, adding on to that, I have been in so much pain this last like week and a half. I don't know what is going on, if I'm just being 100. You know what, babe? I'm sorry. Can I have cheddar instead? I'm just kind of looking at what's on the plate. You know, like the first week of surgery, I was trying to compare it to something. Like my first week of surgery, I was on pain meds. So naturally there was pain, but I think it was like toned down a lot by the pain medicine. And then like the second week, it was a lot of like sporadic pain. And it seems like this week it's just been consistent, you know, like site pain from where like the actual surgery happens. And then when I'm like moving too much for too long, It just is nonstop. So I don't know what's going on with me right now, but I have my post-op appointment tomorrow. And one of the requests I am going to make of the doctor is to put me on like modified hours so I can work reduced hours, because I'm supposed to be going back to work Tuesday. But I'm kind of wondering if I should.
Do you want me to nuke it for like 10 seconds? Because I'm sure the eggs are cold.
Cold?
I mean, not cold, but...
You know how I feel about microwave eggs, but I guess.
I mean, because you've just been sitting here chatting.
Yeah, because I ain't say my grace yet, but like literally
warm,
10 seconds, because I don't like microwave eggs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so one of the requests I was going to make is just to have like modified hours. I'm like, I don't know that prolonging not going back to work is going to help the situation. I don't know that like maybe I need to move around more consistently like that, even though like I literally move around consistently every day. I'm probably up in the mornings for at least 4 or 5 hours moving around in the kitchen, like straightening up the house, making breakfast, doing whatever I have to do to prep myself for the day. So I'm moving around for that same amount of time. And what I'm finding is that like after about 3, maybe 4 hours, like I have to sit down because I'm in pain. So I don't know what's going on. I doubt she's gonna like extend my like no work, but I'm wondering if I should go get maybe like a sonogram just to have them take a look around to make sure there's nothing going on that I need to be concerned about, because I just can't understand why like I'm experiencing this pain. Like I'm supposed to be, well, this is what they tell you, 2 weeks, right? You're supposed to be after like 2 weeks pretty functional. I'm still up to 6 weeks not supposed to be doing like any heavy duty work, but yeah, that's kind of where I am. So it was nice to have him make breakfast. Said all that to say. We thank you for this meal. Thank you for another opportunity to sit down and enjoy breakfast. And we are ever grateful for all of your provisions, Lord. Your favor, your grace, your mercy, your love, your shield. We ask for your continued covering, that we may walk in your likeness and have you as our guide, as our Father. And we just ask that you continue to be a blessing to our family, our friends, and anyone who needs you in this hour, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Say your grace. Say your grace. Say your grace. Give your thanks, because Lord knows there could be a whole lot going on. So I'm having an omelet today. Like, omelets are tricky. Omelets for me are tricky. Because I don't like brown bits and eggs, y'all. Like, I will not eat them. The only time I acceptably eat brown bits on eggs is like a fried egg. And I don't know, it has to be a mental thing, because like in fried eggs you expect to have like crusty like ends and stuff because of fried egg, right? Same way you would have crusty ends in anything else that's fried. So it's a little bit more acceptable. Like, I don't burn my fried eggs, absolutely not. I won't eat them. But when it comes to like scrambled eggs, any other kind of egg, like if I see a brown bit, I will not eat them. That's gross. Oh, gross to me. Which is why I don't let people make me eggs. That's one reason I don't let people make me eggs. The second reason I don't let people make me eggs is because usually most people don't remove that the shalaza, however you say that, chalice, which is the white thing inside the egg when you crack it, it basically is the thing that keeps the yolk connected to the egg white. While it's harmless, kind of gross. Most people don't like take that out. I'm definitely not judging anyone, it's just my preference, right? The third reason that I don't particularly care for people making me eggs is because people don't know how to scramble eggs. Like, a scrambled egg is not you throwing it in the pot and then scrambling it up. That's not a scrambled egg. I like my eggs really fluffy, bouncy, buttery. And I just know how to get that out of my eggs. I find that when most people make eggs, they usually have brown bits in them. The egg whites and the yolk are separated, even though it's a scrambled egg. And I'm just like super picky with eggs, so I just don't let anybody make them for me. Like, obviously, Aaron makes them. He's been around me so long, like, he knows what I like. So, he makes them the way I make them. I do like brown bits and everything else, though. Alright, I am back. So, I wanted to show y'all some of the stuff that I got from just my little outings yesterday. I'll start with the wax center stuff because they gave me this cute little bag. Like, how cute is this? With some samples in it. So the one, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this. Like, I don't know where I be as far as like remembering certain things. They had these like cute little like sample packs that they were giving out. They were doing complimentary services since like this is like a training period for like the estheticians that they have there. So I got like leg wax done, which it wasn't as painful as I thought it was gonna be. I'm pretty sure I think I shared that yesterday. But with that, of course, they always try to upsell you certain products and that kind of stuff. And I was just like, yeah. I have my serum already, even though I don't have the new packaging. And she's like, well, like, she introduced me to some of the other stuff that they had on the wall. And then I made a purchase and the guy gave me like these like samples. So they gave me, which is nice, a 3-pack sample of the ingrown hair serum. So it's the Treat Ingrown Hair Serum. And this is basically their serum. I think they might have reformulated it though from the original. And I'll be honest, I'm not even going to take that deep dive to confirm that, but I feel like with the update in packaging, they definitely changed like obviously the branding, but I feel like if I remember correctly, they said that they improved the formula. They gave me this face plus body exfoliating gel in a sample. So they try to sell you this for the exfoliation like down in the Brazilian area. And I believe she said it's supposed to help slow the growth, if I'm not mistaken. It helps with slowing of the growth of hair, which in contrast to this product beforehand, this is actually supposed to help the hairs grow out so that like they don't get stuck inside and you don't end up with ingrown hairs, right? But because this one, I guess, promotes hair growth, this kind of balances it out, like, so that you're not like growing hair too quickly. And then, oh, maybe it's this then. No, she did tell me about the exfoliator too, but they have a slow oil and a slow polish, which I guess maybe these are the hair slowing products. Girl, I don't know. Too much stuff to keep up with. And they give me this little packet, which I guess when I read through it, I'll know exactly which each product is for. So I thought this little bag, this little reusable bag is cute. I'm not sure what the heck I would put in here otherwise, but who knows? Maybe this will make a cute, okay. Yeah, so then the second thing I got from the Girl Wax Center, gotta love the way they package stuff, right? Super cute. Did y'all know that they had masks that you can put on your bikini area? Like, I thought that was like so interesting. She's like, oh, we have a post-combing mask for like down there. And I was just like, and what are you supposed to do with that? She's like, the same way you would put like a mask on your face. It's literally like calming, rejuvenating. And I was like, sold. I think, yeah, this one comes with 4 mask strips in the pack. I don't remember how much the pack was though, but it was like super inexpensive. I want to say it was like 12 bucks or something. So yeah, it's hydrogel mask strips. And it says keeps skin calm and smooth between waxes with their mask treatments. Perfectly sized for use on the bikini line. You can use it on your underarm or chin. And each is a single-use mask, obviously. pH balance, dermatologist tested, and non-comedogenic. My brushes are pretty darn grimy, and I need brushes while I'm cleaning brushes and brushes are drying. So I was at the point where I'd use like most of the brushes that I have, like especially my face brushes. So I can't do any makeup, and with the consistency at which I'm filming and trying to not look like this in every video, I've been using my brushes a little bit more. So I'm gonna have to put like the cleaning in rotation a tad bit more. But the first thing I picked up was the Real Techniques Face, Eye, and Cheek set. And I have these brushes now. I actually really like these brushes. I feel like I said last year that I was gonna pick up like my Sigma brushes this year that I've been dying to get for like the last few years and just have not made that a priority. But I found that these are a really good set to use. I have these brushes, I have BH Cosmetics brushes, and then I actually have 2 sets of BH Cosmetic brushes. One is kind of like their simplified like brush set, and then one is supposed to be like a tad bit higher quality. But when I started using these, I really like the, even though they're still synthetic brushes, they're really good. Like, they're super dense, and you don't feel like you're using cheap brushes, and you don't have brush fibers coming out like on your face. So, and I freaking love that sponge. So I like the fact that this pack came with a sponge because I wanted some new sponges. I picked up this face brush, Peace Out Powder face brush, and their Electric Love. So this is a limited edition brush. I forget, who did they say this was inspired by? Inspired and curated by Victoria Lynn. I have no idea who that is, but I thought these were pretty cute. They actually had like the face brush sets, just like the one that I just showed you, in this color too. But I don't know, I couldn't like, I stood there like stuck on them for a little bit, but then I was like, let me just get the regular ones. And that's what I settled on. I picked up their eye kit set. So I really like these brushes as well. They've worked really well for me. And I like the color. Like the colors, they're like slightly different depending on what the brush is. But they're super cute. So I haven't had any issues with these brushes yet. I hope to not have any, and so long as they keep performing, look, I'll keep buying them. So I picked up their 3-in-1 adjustable blender set. I've been wanting like the foundation buffers, like the really, really wide ones. And I was looking at this brush for them. I forget who has like, was it Marc Jacobs that like originated that? Like that blender buffer kind of brush where it's like super big and it covers and blends like practically your whole face in one swipe. But eventually I'll get there. Like we'll get to that high end like brush set kind of luxury. But I was gonna buy like the single foundation one, but then I saw this little pack that they had, and I think it's actually pretty cute. I don't know if y'all can see this here. It's like detachable, so you have 3 different like brush options, one for foundation, one for contour, and one for highlighting that you can interchange with this, which I thought was actually pretty like cool. So I picked this up, and then you can actually travel with these. Comes within its own like little travel case. So definitely did some solid re-ups on like brushes and stuff. I have some more in here somewhere. I picked up the Electric Love beauty blenders. So I have a little kit that now I don't know, I think I might have gotten that at Sephora, that has these like smaller sponges in it, which are really good for like concealer or just kind of getting into like those like tiny cracks and crevices, like around the nose, up under the eye, like right here, these fine lines, like around your smile lines. So I picked these up because I wanted like these 2 size blenders, and just came with like a regular blender too. So I'm not opposed to having like multiple blenders. I use those typically every makeup application because I like the way they blend out my foundation. And then I picked up this pack, the sponge pack with the 2 sponge holders. One thing I will say, I have not had a storage option for like sponges that I'm using actively with I haven't had a storage option for sponges that I'm using actively in the moment. So like if I were to use this, typically what I would do, I would just sit the sponge, like leave it on like the vanity, or you know, I'll have this little bucket, like I'll throw it in like for it to be washed or whatever the case is. But you can literally rinse these out like with some blender cleaner and do that like in one fell swoop, and then your sponge is ready to go for the next use. I'm not that diligent, but I figured like this could potentially help the process, so I don't have to have a ton of sponges open at one time and then just replace them as needed. So it's also a good way for them, I guess, to dry. I would hope that they have some sort of technology in there that allows for the brushes to dry effectively and not have any like mildew buildup. I picked up their Sculpt Shape Sculptor for powder, liquid, and cream contour brush. I thought this was pretty cute too. So it's like a dual contour brush, and it has the long contour for like your cheek area here and around like your outer perimeter of your face. But it also has this like small brush, which I'm sure is really good for like, you know, defining contours around like the nose and stuff, and possibly like smaller areas like this like jawbone. But I thought that was really good too. I freaking love their powder face brushes. So I actually picked up an extra singular powder face brush. These are just like super fluffy, like they're super dense, but they're super fluffy, and they just give like that light touch that you want for powders going onto your face. These are also really good for like that final blend. So if you go in with like a clean one of these just to smooth out any like harsh lines for like your makeup, these are really good for that because they're super fluffy, so you can kind of like lightly brush over. But I really like this brush. I picked up 2 eyebrow spoolies, and they are dual ended, like with like the flat concealer brushes for like your eyebrows, or I don't think it's a sculpting brush. Yeah, it's an angle, well, it's an angle liner and spoolie brush. I I haven't felt the actual consistency of the angled liner, but you can definitely use this to kind of like make sure you get that straight edge if you use concealer under your eyebrows. But I was thinking about this for like my brow wax, because technically you're not supposed to dig your finger into the brow wax, and I was like, it would be good for me to have two. That way I can kind of wash them. Like when I'm washing one, I have one to use. But I think what I'll do is dig into the product with a spatula and then take this and use it off the spatula, if that makes sense. Like it's still the same benefit for the two, but as opposed to me just digging this straight into the eyebrow wax, I'm gonna try it that way. So this was another like way to store the sponges. So I thought this was like super cute. So I did pick this up. Now that I'm looking at the other one, it actually has the letters RT carved out. So yes, there is a vent for the sponge to dry, and they have that too. Like this one has holes in the front and in the back. So I have so many like sponges, so I definitely use some of those. It is time for me to replace some of them, so I'll probably end up getting rid of like a couple, well, or a few, and then like we'll have the new ones to replace as the ones we have now age. I have the eyeshadow C brush. I don't know why it's called C, but if you guys can see that. But this is basically like, I wouldn't call this is not a packer, but you could pack. Like it doesn't, it has like the bristles seem to be a little bit too spread out for it to be a packer. But yeah, it says gives more control for blending eyeshadows. C-shaped bristles create the perfect smoky eye by pressing color from the lash line up. So I guess that makes sense. So it's spread out a little bit so that you can apply the shadow. You can kind of like pack it on, but at the same time, it gives you blending capability. This is the e.l.f. powder brush. I actually believe I picked up two of these, if I'm not mistaken. I might have picked up one in this size and one slightly smaller. Yes. So they call this a triangular buffing brush. Ultimately, these both will probably have similar uses for me. So I actually like to use this, and I've used it for powders, and you can do that, and I probably will do that like on occasion. But I really like these for blending out foundation. Like it's kind of like a stippling brush, and they work really good for blending out foundation. So this has a smaller like round, and I felt like that could be good for blending out like smaller areas where, you know, like this is maybe too wide in circumference to be able to do that. And then I have a second like eyeshadow C brush. Like I feel like I can never have enough eyeshadow brushes, because I feel like that is the thing that probably is the least interchangeable. And I say that like if you're someone that, you know, uses like multiple colors on your eyelid, for the colors to not look like muddy together because you're mixing like the use of the brush, the color on the brush, you have to go on with separate brushes. So you could easily use like 3, 4, or even 5 brushes on an eyeshadow look. So I was like, I feel like those are the ones that tend to get like dirty the quickest. I picked up a couple of lip liner pencils. Now, the one thing I am absolutely terrible with, y'all, is the placement of my lipsticks and my lip liner pencils. I have purchased like lip liner pencils. Like literally, I purchased probably like at least 8 new ones in the last, I want to say like 6 to 12 months. And I don't know where half of them are. And then it's like the ones that I need that match specific lipsticks, Don't know where those are. So I'm terrible with this. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick up a couple of extra lip liners. So I got like the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in Nude Beige. So if you can see that there. And then I picked up the one, this is like a pewter blue. What do they call this? What's the color they gave it? They gave it the color Ace, but this is kind of like a pewter blue. And I actually have the lipstick to match this. So I wasn't sure if I had picked up the pencil the previous time, but I picked it up this time. And then we have the color Flower, which this is kind of like a nude pink with a mauve undertone. And if you know, or if you've watched me enough, y'all know I'm a sucker for like a pink lip for some reason. I was like, your girl don't like pink clothes like that. But I love a pink lip. And I won't say I don't like pink clothes, it's just not something I gravitate towards, you know. But love me a pink lip. Pink go with everything. So I picked up this e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner. So I've gotten a lot better with my liquid eyeliner application. The more I practice, like I think I'm getting something down as far as like the technique, and I'm not afraid of them anymore. So I picked one of those up because the one that I have, I've been using for a little bit. I want to check the like expiration on it. I don't think it needs to go out right now, but I'm pretty sure like in the next few months it probably will. But I'll have that one also just as a backup. Then I picked up this butter gloss from NYX, and I thought this was like super cute with the blue. And what is this? It kind of looks like it could overlay my lipstick, the blue lipstick, the pewter one, or Ace as they call it. This one doesn't say, does it have a color? Oh, this one is blueberry, yes. Blueberry tart. So I was like, oh, that could be a cute overlay for that lipstick, or if I just feel like being, you know, glossy with blue lips. I picked up the Maybelline Lash Stiletto Ultimate Length Mascara. So you guys know I'm not into lashes or lash like add-ons or extensions or anything like that. So typically I go in with my mascara for like extending my lashes, and this one has like a really skinny applicator so that I can really get under the lash for them to extend and hopefully to, you know, be evenly coated. So I wanted to try that. Typically I get their like Lash Sensational when I do buy their eyelash mascara. It's like nude lip gloss from Ulta Beauty, and it's Luxe Liquid Lipstick. So from the vlog yesterday, I had put this on my hand in the store, and I was walking around with it for a bit, and it was kind of like, I liked the way it looked when it went on, but as it sat, I was just like, oh, this is really nice. So this is in Florence. That's the color, if you guys can see that. And then maybe I'll do like a quick short or something when I open these up and do some swatches. I picked up the Maybelline mascara. This is the Falsies. So this is supposed to give you somewhat of a look like you put on lashes, which I was like, oh, I'll try that. Like, I'm not here for necessarily putting on fake lashes, but you know, I could look like I have them on if it really works. So I got some things from like Juvia's Place. I picked up her brow gel, which I like that. I picked this up because I like the fact that this comes like a mascara kind of like setup. So basically like the mascara tool, the spoolie, whatever it is inside the vial, and then you just pull it out and you paint it on your brow, and it goes back in. So I was like, okay, this could be like a nice kind of probably even an everyday use product where I don't need to like take a bazillion hours getting ready. So I'll probably use it in that capacity where I just need like a quick, simple beat because I want to look decent. I'm going out, but I don't feel like sitting down doing like a full face of makeup. And then I have the Juvia's Place. One of these is different. So I picked up 2 of her nude peachy velvety matte lipsticks, and I picked up one called In Vogue, and the color is literally the color of this top, which I think that's cute as far as the packaging goes too. And then this one is called Mademoiselle. So I am a sucker for like a nude undertone, which is kind of weird because, and not to say that nudes don't work on, you know, people like with my skin like tones, but I am like a warm undertone, but I have kind of like olive spots from what I've noticed. So I typically pick up things that are along the lines of like the warm to like olive neutral, if that makes sense. But to me, these kind of like peaches, they kind of give a vibe of like, especially the Mademoiselle, like a cool tone, like match vibe. But I'm sure they'll look just fine on me. But I thought these were like super, super cute. As far as the colors and the way they were displayed on the, like, I guess the lip photos that they had there. And then I picked up her Lip Reflect Gloss in the color Barely There. And to me, I thought this would be like a good gloss to go with like the Mademoiselle. They pretty much almost look the same, but with a slightly different note. I picked up the Morphe Truth or Bare palette. So you guys saw me talking to the lady in the store about this yesterday. And when I opened this up, I thought this was like a super, super cute. It was just like a super, super cute like nude palette. And it's new to the sense, I mean, it literally lives up to the name. It's like barely there. So it's definitely a cool tone palette. So I will have to be careful with how I like utilize these colors, but I think what allows me to kind of get away with like the use of some of these like cooler tones, especially like these pinky nudes, that kind of stuff, is the fact that even though I'm warm, I still have those like olive neutral tones underneath too. So I think that's where I kind of get away with some of this cool tone stuff. But I thought this was like super, super cute, and I like the color of the palette itself. I don't think I have a palette like that's colored like that. And then here they had these like little Ulta Beauty like lip collection kits. Now I've never used Ulta's like makeup, like Ulta Beauty brand makeup, but I thought this was like super cute. Again, sucker for like the pinky mauves and a good kind of like chocolate gloss or lip. So this one has in it a toasty matte liquid lipstick, which is a deep nude. It has a spiced matte liquid lipstick, which is a deep red. A cocoa lip gloss, which is a nude shimmer. And then Snow Kissed lip gloss, which is like a pinky mauve. And they're all, I'm not gonna say all matte. You have 2 that are matte and then 2 that are gloss. And then it comes with the 4 matching lip liners. So nice that it gives me like some additional lip liners to work with. I think this was, this was $16, which I thought wasn't a bad deal for like the 4 lippies and the lip liners. When you pay $16, maybe even more for 1 lipstick. And then of course, back to the browns. So I picked up the NYX Butter Gloss, and this color is Cinnamon Roll. I put this on, they had a tester. I was like, oh my God, this looks delicious, y'all. I was like, if you can pick this up at Ulta, like I would get this if you can sport like browns like this without it looking like weird or anything. But listen, I believe that most things can be made to work for most people. We just got to know how to put them on. But this is like such a pretty brown. I don't even know how to describe it. What is the vibe it is giving me? Think latte, like latte, cinnamon roll. Yeah, when you kind of merge cinnamon sugar with butter, like, or when you kind of get that coffee look of latte with milk, espresso with milk. This, I don't know. This just looked really cute, and I was like, oh, I really like that. And then onto some, oh, I actually have one more lip product here. So yes, I walked down, it wasn't even a CoverGirl aisle, so let me not even call it that, but I was in the aisle and I was like looking at like acrylics for storage, and I came across, and I turned around and this was like right behind me, and this is a CoverGirl Outlast Ultimate Liquid Lipstick. The color is Bella Bellini, but the orange on this is kind of like a coral with a peach tinge. I don't know how to describe this, but I know I've not ever seen this color before. I don't know if y'all can make out like the difference in this orange compared to like most corals, but it has like it's a coral with like a peach tint, and almost kind of like it looks like it was blended with like some sort of like light, like pinky undertone. Very subtle, but I was like, that was super cute. I picked up this Rose Water Refreshing Facial Mist. I've been wanting to try like a rose water kind of like essence or like facial mist for quite some time, and I don't know this brand at all, Heritage Store, but the price, I think it was like fairly inexpensive. And when I looked through, I think, what was it, the ingredients? Oh yes, it was, when I looked at the ingredients, it was literally simple. It was purified water, and it's Rosa Damascena, which is Hydra Essential Rose Flower Oil. So I was like, okay, well, this seems pretty natural. So I thought I would like try that. And then I picked up a couple of fragrances, which I've been wanting to for some time, like branch out on like my fragrances, you know, start to level up like fragrances, getting some really nice smells, things that, you know, aren't, I don't mind a good like cheap mist. And I say cheap mist, I don't mean like Dollar Tree cheap mist, no shade. I'm talking about, you know, like things we get from like Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret. But I really enjoy having quality fragrances like in my fragrance lineup. So I do have a few that I frequent. I will tell you, the Sofia Vergara, like that's one of my like favorite like everyday scents. That perfume smells so good. Burberry Brit is something that I've had for a while that I wear like from time to time. It's definitely just one of those scents that draws you in, and like it can go anywhere. I have my Chanel Gabrielle, which I tend to kind of save that for like more special occasions, like if Aaron and I are going out like date night or something, or you know, if we're going somewhere that requires us to be like a little bit more refined, then I'll wear that because it can be a tad overpowering, you know, if you overdo it. So it's really for those nights where you need to make a statement. What else do I have up there? I have I feel like there's something that I'm missing as far as like more like elegant, more refined fragrances. Like I do have some actual like eau de perfumes from like Victoria's Secret too that I'm really enjoying, and then I have like some eau de toilettes. You know, like I'm a stand for Beyonce's Pulse. That is my literal like everyday when I just want to have something good on to smell good. And I wear it like, you know, I spray it on to go to work and stuff because technically I ain't supposed to be wearing perfume, but it's one of those things that gives you more of a shower fresh scent than it does a perfumey scent. And then I have like her heat perfume. So I was like, it's definitely time to start leveling up my fragrance game. Really setting the mood with those smells and just, you know, we're in our refinement phase. So I picked up the Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, New York, and this smells delicious. Like I was so torn between this one and the Very Good Girl. Like this one has notes of almond and jasmine. The other one had notes of like red currant and rose, and they both smelled extremely good. The difference, I guess, for me was, and why I decided on this one, even though I feel like they both can be worn during the day, kind of similar to, like I said, with the like my Beyonce Pulse, or kind of like that Burberry Brit. Like I feel like this one can go anywhere. The Very Good Girl kind of gave me nighttime transitional. And I was like, well, I'm not doing a lot of nighttime outings right now just because, like, you know, with his schedule and the way things are set up, I was like, I can't really do that. But with this, I was like, I can throw this on day or night and have more versatility. At some point, I will invest in the Very Good Girl because that one was like super cute. But this is the one that comes in like the little stiletto. It's like, it's literally a stiletto and it pumps like from a shoe. So I thought that was like super cute. And then I picked up Chloe Lou. So, and I don't know if that's Lou. Yeah, I think it's Lou or Low, because when I think of Beaux, we say bow. So I guess it's low. This was a really, really nice, what I consider like kind of fall fragrance, a fall fresh fragrance. I liked some of the other Chloe fragrances, but there was one that was like super intense. I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely a winter scent. This one read more of fall to me. It's like super fragrant, super feminine, and super fresh. So I was like, let me get this one. So these were the two fragrances I picked up to kind of kick off our fragrance takeoff. And then lastly, but not least, for sure, I picked up this little organizer. So it's an acrylic organizer. It's kind of like a semicircle for me to be able to have more room to like house my brushes and a couple of other like makeup things. Like my brushes right now, the space, the acrylics that I have, they're a little bit tight on space, and I got to the point where I had to put them in one of my little containers that have nothing to do with brushes. So I was like, I need something else that I can put my brushes in. The thing I liked about these brushes previously too, I had purchased these, I think the ones I purchased previously, I purchased from Target, and they actually came with like little acrylics for the brushes to go in. But I haven't seen that like recently. So I do have a couple of those. I have a small one that I got from Target that's like a small round one, but I figured this would be, you know, better to kind of have. It can sit out, it can sit on my little vanity station, and then it'll give me more room to actually house those brushes. So that is everything I got from Ulta on this trip. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. And then I'm just gonna open up my little package here from Chocolate Kinks and Pearls. There's not a lot in this. This was something I literally ordered like a few weeks ago, and I just haven't opened it because, of course, I was like, once I open it, like, doesn't mean I'm gonna use it right away, but once I open it and put it away, I can guarantee you I'm not going back to filming. So I was like, what did I buy? Yes, this was their Purple Clay and Taro Yam Clay Wash Restore. So I was like, because it was limited edition, I did not want to miss out on this. I still have my Taro Clay Wash from like the summer that I have yet to use or try. So I'm getting better about the consistency of recording. I just need to get like a little bit better with my consistency in editing and posting, right? The videos are there, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, they're there. It's just the editing component and you know, posting. I wouldn't even say editing is probably my biggest inhibitor, right? I procrastinate a little bit, but the biggest inhibitor for me is damn thumbnails. Like, them thumbnails be driving me up the wall. I kid you not. So all that to say, all these things that I buy, hair related, like beauty related, I'm going to be bringing you guys some really, really good balanced content. And I say balanced because it's going to include more than hair stuff. I did start the channel primarily doing hair, but when I started my channel, it was never intended to solely be just hair. Like, I would say, if anything, I'm really into a lot more like beauty stuff, skincare, that kind of stuff. But like, yes, my hair is important to me, and that's something I wanted to share was my hair journey, and then just like lifestyle stuff. So I would really love to get the channel to a place where it's kind of like fully balanced on all the things that I'm into, and that way you get a more well-rounded, you know, view of me as an individual. But that is everything that I got. Let's go get this stuff put away and get this studio taken care of, because honey, you can't use products if they're all over the place. You cannot do that, because that means we're disorganized, and I don't function well in disorganization, despite the fact that my studio looks a hot damn wreck. So Lego, put y'all on hold and I'll be right back.